Hello, zoologists of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance. Welcome to my spellbook, and thank you so much for tuning into the 26th episode of our Beast series. Today we have a relatively cool one in store for us, and we'll get into why that is a little bit later on. Also, I have heard a rumor that this particular creature is a nightmare of Mr. Zebashu himself. So check out his videos. If you can figure out what I mean by that, good on you. If not, no harm, no foul. We're looking at the scorpion, though, which is a pretty interesting creature, and I dare say this is actually a bona fide threat towards some more squishy characters at those early levels. The scorpion is considered to be CR0, which means it's not really meant to be a threat for anyone, and on their own I don't really think they are. It's when they get into a group that it could be a problem. And it is found in the basic rules, which is to say it's kind of found all over the place in those beginning couple books you get. Now let's take a quick look at its stats, and then we'll move on from there. So the scorpion is considered to be a tiny beast, and it is unaligned as most beasts are. It has an AC of 11, which is kind of around the average. One hit point, which is on the lower end, but still better than 0, I suppose. Calculated by rolling a d4 and then subtracting by 1. Speed is a measly 10 feet, though. They do not move very far. Looking at their stats, you see nothing really worth bragging about. They're terribly weak, terribly dumb, and terribly ugly. Everything else they're only kind of bad at. Taking a look at their senses, they have Blindsight up to 10 feet, which is great. At least relatively great. Blindsight's great. The 10 feet limit is not that great at all. And a passive perception of 9, which is only slightly above terrible. Now let's take a look at his actions here. Now the actions is where it really shines. It can perform a sting attack. And this is why I think it's a credible threat towards low-level adventurers, especially those squishier casters. So at +2 to hit, which is okay. Reach of 5 feet, which speaks to reason because it is a melee attack. 1 piercing damage on a hit. However, the target must succeed on a DC 9 Constitution saving throw, taking 4 or 1d8 poison damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Now, once again, on their own, this isn't a huge problem. It's when they get into larger groups that it becomes progressively more of an issue, especially for, once again, those squishier characters. Several die 8 worth of poison damage, not a good way to start your combat. In terms of how I'd use it in my game, I'd probably put them in objects. Things like pots, chests, things of that nature. Maybe even make a scorpion trap, like a pit trap just filled with scorpions. I think that'd be pretty cool. That being said, let me know how you'd fold them into your game. I'm always curious to hear what you guys can come up with. That being said, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful one. And as always, happy researching, my friends.